Hi everyone, before I officially start this video, I just wanted to clarify something. The prices that I quoted in the next part of this video on most of these puzzles that I bought, I did some research and I averaged out the prices that I was going to charge for these, and I realized that some of the higher ones were actually in the middle of the pandemic. So I had to scale those prices back a little bit, but I'm still really happy with the prices that I put on them, and I'm still going to make a lot more than what I paid for these. I'm actually in profit right now after listing all these puzzles last night. Within 12 hours I had sold 5 of them and made over $550. So really happy. And I underestimated, I think really underestimated the values of at least one of the Game Boy games that you're going to see in the video. That one, there's one in there that I actually might have to get graded before I sell it, because it might be worth a lot more than I thought. So just wanted to let you guys know that I got to get these shipped out. I will show you what they sold for later on in the video. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Hi everyone, it's Heather. Welcome back into the Paper Castle. I know it has been a really long time since I uploaded a video. I apologize for that. It's been a busy couple of months. August was actually really good. My daughter turned 16, and instead of having a party, we just did a whole bunch of stuff together. That's what she wanted. So one day we went to Great Adventure, our Six Flags amusement park here. We went on all the roller coasters, me, my daughter, and my husband, including Kingda Ka, which is like 428 stories high, I think. It just goes straight up, absolutely straight up, and then kind of curves down a little on the way down. It's terrifying. It shoots you, I think, 128 miles per hour at 3.5 seconds. So that one I had to close my eyes a little bit on. I was nervous about that one, but I've wanted to go on it forever. And then we went on all the other roller coasters. We haven't been there in ages, I think since she was maybe 6, and at that point she couldn't ride any of them. So we had a really good time. Then we went to New York on her actual birthday, because she just wanted to, you know, do something. She didn't want to go down the shore or anything. So we went into the city and just walked around and had a good time. Finally got to the big Krispy Kreme in Times Square, which was awesome. And then that was all 4 of us, including my son. And then my husband, my daughter, and I went to Baltimore for a few days. That was our little mini vacation, since we couldn't make it down to Florida to visit my husband's family. So that was really nice too. I used to live down in Maryland for 12 years, went to school down there. And I miss it. And I finally got to have crabs again, the way they're supposed to be made, with Old Bay slathered all over them. So I was a very happy girl. So that was August. And then September 1st, I was actually getting a video ready to upload that night, and Hurricane Ida decided to visit, which was not fun. We'd had a bad summer with storms already. First we had, what was the one that started with an E? Now I can't remember. Okay, anyway, there was one that started with an E. And then there was Fred. That was while we were in Baltimore and driving home, and then it hit us that night when we got home. But that one wasn't too bad. Then there was Henri, which was 2 nights of absolutely torrential rain. And we had to, you know, keep the water under control in the basement. And then when Ida hit, just all bets were off. Even though we didn't lose power, we just couldn't keep up with water coming in, even with the pumps we had and stuff. So We got 2 to 3 inches of water throughout the entire basement again, just like 10 years ago with Irene. Thankfully, we were better prepared because after Irene, we put everything up on casters, and you know, all my eBay shelves were a few inches up off the ground, so we were okay. We didn't lose very much, and I don't think I lost any inventory at all. It was just a matter of having to move everything all over the place to clean it up. We still have to probably, you know, rip the carpets up downstairs. They're really thin carpet, but we're gonna have to take those out. So it's now the 24th and my house is still turned upside down. There's stuff everywhere. Please hold. Whoops. Okay, sorry guys, had to answer the phone there for a second. So, like I said, Ida decided to visit and leave us 2 to 3 inches of water in the basement. It was a giant pain in the butt, but I mean, we made out way better than a lot of people around here. That storm hit us hard. We got 10 inches of water in 3 hours. So it was pretty bad. And the town, like 20 minutes from here, Manville, New Jersey, they got hit really hard to the point where you couldn't get to any of the houses in that town except by boat for a few days. The president came and you know, walked the streets over there once the water receded. He came that next week, and there's just so many people that, you know, they've lost everything. I think 3 houses and a nightclub exploded while the waters, you know, were way up high, so the firefighters couldn't even go in and do anything. It was just a nightmare. I'll show you what our baseball stadium looks like. We have a minor league baseball team not far from here, and the baseball stadium, if you guys can see this, looked like this. It was completely underwater. It's even going up into the seats. It was ridiculous. This is the parking lot over here. It's insane. It ripped up the asphalt on our road. We've got big strips of asphalt in front of our house that are just gone because across the street from us there's a big creek and a pond, and when things get really bad, water just comes roaring down the street like whitewater rapids. We'd never seen that before in the 18 years that we've been here, or 19 years, sorry, that we've been here. The first time we saw it was with Elsa. It probably happened with Irene, but it was at nighttime, we were asleep. So Elsa, it did it. I do have video of that because it was during the day. I might have to upload that. But I couldn't get video with Ida because it was dark. But it was ridiculous. It was like a river just running down the street at full force. So we made it through. We're very grateful. But like I said, it kind of threw me for a loop. I've got everything turned upside down. My inventory's turned upside down. I just had a donation truck come yesterday because I'm just trying to get rid of stuff. There's just too much stuff here. I have the consignment sale next week. I got that stuff spread all over the house, trying to get that in the computer. My daughter's first day of school was supposed to be September 2nd. That was canceled. So they used a snow day on day 1 because nobody could get up and down the roads. And on top of that, the day after Ida came was my birthday. So, happy birthday to me. I spent my birthday in my basement in disgusting water, just trying to clean everything up. So, yay. But, I've still been going out, and I've still been looking for stuff, even though I have more inventory than I know what to do with, and I'm drowning. But, I have a problem. I'm addicted to sourcing. So I have to get my butt in gear when it comes to listing. I get in these spurts and I do really well, and then, you know, for a few days I'm like, oh, I don't feel like it, and then I get another spurt again and I do really well. So I have to be a little bit more consistent with that and everything in general. But let me stop babbling and tell you guys about this past weekend's haul. This was the most money that I have ever spent at one garage sale at one time ever. I spent $360. I actually had to Venmo them because I didn't have enough cash on me. I never carry that much cash with me for garage sales. You guys know that I don't usually spend too much. But I could not pass these up because I knew how much they were worth. So on this particular day, there was a town-wide sale about a half an hour away. They have it every year. And I think 2 or 3 years ago, I found this little side street that has a little development in it with these huge McMansions. There's maybe 20 houses in there. And there's this one house in particular that has a sale every year. They must have more money than God because everything that they have for sale is high-end stuff. It's mostly designer clothes and shoes and bags and stuff like that. So a lot of women put that on their list every year. And their prices are also excellent. So the first year I went, I did pretty well. The second year I went, I did pretty well. I even bought some clothes there, but I'm embarrassed to say I haven't got them up yet. That was a year ago. You guys know how I am with clothes. Eventually I will. But this year I went, and I basically only went to this sale and I think 2 others out of the 60 that were in this town, and then I turned around and went home because I had already had this stuff in my car. So I got there and started to look around. They had a bunch of high-end Christmas stuff, which I was really interested in, but a lot of it was a little on the big side. And then I turned around and there was this shelf, and all of these beautiful wooden puzzles were all just sitting on the top shelf, all stacked up, and my jaw just dropped. I went, ah! I've talked about Liberty puzzles before, you guys, and I found a couple of them here and there for decent prices at rummage sales, but I've never seen this many of them at one time, and I was beside myself. So in the first few minutes I was looking at them, I was only gonna buy 1 or 2 because they had prices on them ranging from $20 up to I think $50 per puzzle, which some of you might think that's insane for a puzzle, but these are very collectible puzzles. They're very expensive to begin with, and then once they get retired, they can, become even more costly. So I kept debating what to do, and I picked one initially plus a bunch of other wooden puzzles they had, which were, kind of lesser known companies. And then finally I decided, you know what, I'm going to do what my husband would do. My husband, if he knew that he could make a lot of money off something, he would just go for it and take the gamble and bring them all home. So that's what I did. And I'm very happy I did. I looked all of them up, and when all is said and done, from my $360, I should be able to make, plus another, I think $3 of 2 other things that I have to show you guys. I should be able to make close to anywhere from $2,500 to $3,000 off just these puzzles. It's crazy. So let me show you what I got there. And there's a few other things other than puzzles. But these are some of the first ones that I saw on the shelf. These are Unidragon puzzles. You guys might have seen these online. They advertise them a lot online, and I think there's even a TV commercial for them. They're beautiful, beautiful puzzles. And I took the lid off this one so that I can show you how they're supposed to work. Because you take the lid off, you turn it over, and they have these little easel pieces in here so that you can put them in the back, and your little picture will then stand up next to you, so it's easier for you to reference it as you're putting the puzzle together. And then, of course, there are all the beautiful little figural pieces that puzzle collectors, you know, absolutely love. I love the dolphin. I think he's my favorite because he looks like he's smiling. So I got 5 of those. I got the lion, the fish, the butterfly. Let's see. I tried to do research on everything here. The lion is worth about 50. The fish is worth about 25. The butterfly is worth about 70. And then the fox is worth around 40. And the chameleon, who is upside down, he's worth about 50. So, not too shabby. And they did, you know, make sure to tell me that they put all these together once. They put them back in the box immediately. There are no pieces missing. I trust them. Like I said, I've been going to their sale for a number of years, so I know they wouldn't do me wrong over there. So then I also found some other puzzles. This is also a wooden one from Artifact Puzzles called Stem Cell, which looks really, really cool. I'm not sure if this one has. I'm sure it probably has figural pieces in it. I don't even think I looked. Oh, cool. Yeah, it does. Very cool. So, there's that one. That one is worth about... Hold on, guys. I gotta look at my cheat sheet here. That one's worth about 50. Then this one is from Davichi with these 2 mice sitting in front of the fire. That one is worth about 50. Then this is a... Sorry guys, I'm trying to do this one-handed. This is a Nautilus wooden puzzle skating in Central Park, and that one is also worth about 50. Again, it has special shaped pieces in it. Oh, this one's in a bag. I don't know if I can get that open with one hand, but you guys get the gist. Is that a bow? Yeah. So. And then it has the poster in here so that you can reference it when you put it together. There was this little Wentworth puzzle. I've sold one of these little ones before. And this only has 40 pieces. Again, you know, it's made of wood like all the others. That little one is worth about 15. Then this is another Artifact Puzzles called Islands of Life. That one is... where is it on my list? No, of course I can't find it. Oh, there it is. That one's worth about 50 as well. And then, before we get to the Liberty puzzles, I also found this Fitbit Zip for $2. That's worth about $100. And then I found 3 brand spanking new vintage Game Boy Color games still sealed in the package. These were $3 a piece, you guys. Asteroids, that one's not worth too much. That one's only worth about $20. If I'm correct, I think this Rampage 2 might be worth around $150, but I could be wrong. If anyone knows anything about video games, please let me know. But I think it's worth around there. And then this one is Bomberman GB. This one, I think, and my son said I was probably correct, is around like $250, $275. And I picked up these bad boys right before these 4 teenage boys showed up and were looking in the same bin. There were other open video games in there, and they snatched those up. But I was fortunate enough to get these. I was so happy. And then we get to the puzzles, the Liberty puzzles. Like I said, These are very high-end. They're very collectible. All of these are taped shut. I gotta try and gently peel the packing tape off of them, but I did open one so that I could show you guys. This is the dog dinner party, and as you can see, they all have these figural, really intricate figural pieces. I was trying to find a dog since it's called Dog Dinner Party, but I can't find one. Anyway, this one has 447 pieces and is worth about 150 bucks. I just did an average. I looked up sold listings and did an average. And these do sell pretty well. I don't think I'm going to have to sit on any of these for any length of time. I think she also wrote the price she paid on them on here. Yeah, so this was originally $115, brand new. Then there is Florence. This one has 591 pieces, and that is worth about 200. There is this crab-shaped one, which I would love to keep because it reminds me of Baltimore, but I need the money more than I need a crab-shaped puzzle. That one's worth 125. And let's see, the Florence one was originally, that was originally 125. Crab was originally 105. Then there is, which other ones? Alright. There's this wooden octopus. This one is cool looking. I'd love to put this one together. This one's 495 pieces, and that one is worth about 200. There's a dragon in here somewhere. Oh, the octopus was also, what, 125. Brand new. Come on. Nope. Doesn't want to cooperate. The dragon is 469 pieces and is $150. Then these four, I think, are all worth around the same amount of money, if I am correct. I think. Oh no, this one, there's one that's worth $175, but the rest of these, this is Picasso Studio, originally $115. This one's worth $200. This one was originally $165. This is the Wondrous Isle of Manhattan. That is also worth around $200. Then the vintage Christmas postcards, that was originally $165. That's around $200. And last but not least is the Map of London, $105. That one's worth about $175 right now. So what I'm going to do is probably put all these up for auction at those prices. Just because fourth quarter's coming and people might be looking for stuff, and, you know, see if I get a little more out of them. Either that or I might just price them a little higher and put, you know, that price or best offer. I haven't really decided yet, but I'm going to have to get these up this week because I need the space. I want them out of here, and I want to make my money back that I spent at this sale. But next year, I am definitely hitting that one first because I did go to a little tiny book sale in a different town before I went here, and I'm so happy these puzzles were still there when I got there. But I kind of kicked myself thinking, you know, what did I miss before in the first half hour of the sale that I wasn't around? But next year, definitely going at the top of the list. This is another game that I bought in that same development right down the street. This only cost me like $1 or $2. This one's called Blind Justice, but I got it because it is brand new and sealed and because it is an Avalon Hill game. This one goes for around 20 to 30, I think. And then I took a quick drive through the main part of town, which was crazy. There were people everywhere. And it just so happened that one of the houses I stopped at, one of the very few houses I stopped at, also had a wooden puzzle for sale. This is another Wentworth, like that little mini one that I showed you guys a few minutes ago. And this is Highclere Castle. And for those of you who are familiar with it, you know that this is the castle where they film Downton Abbey. So I will definitely have to be putting that in the title of this puzzle. I think I paid $1 for this. And this one also goes for around $50. Maybe it might go for a little more now because there is a new Downton Abbey movie coming in March. So excited. And I just want to go to the movies again, you guys. I love going to the movies. That's probably been one of the worst things about this pandemic for me. One of the things I miss the most. It's not the worst. It's just one of the things I miss the most is going to the movies. So, that has been my past couple of months. October is going to be just catch up, really. I'm trying to try and catch up with listing, catch up with trying to get my basement put back together. You know, the consignment sale will be over, the donations are out the door, so hopefully now I can just focus. I don't know, hopefully my ADD won't be too bad. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being patient with me. Like I said, I do have a lot of other videos that I have to get up. It's just trying to find the time. It's impossible. I don't know how these other people get videos up, you know, like some of them every day. That'd be impossible for me. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now. And thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you all have a great fourth quarter, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.